Hola, my name is Carolina Archer, and I will be your instructor for this elementary Spanish online summer course. I want to welcome each and every one of you, and I wanted to share this video with you to kind of guide you through our open class course here, and to also give it a bit of a human touch to the course, so that you don't feel like you're dealing with a machine all the time. That you know that there are actual people behind the screen. You are going to have interactions with your classmates, so it's important that we keep in mind that we're dealing with other people, and to be respectful and considerate as you would be in a face-to-face class. I want to personalize this as much as possible, and so that's why I have worked very hard at making this course something that you will feel like I'm always available to you, and that any question you have or any concern that I can help you with whatever questions you may have. And so here on the left we have the menu of the basic things in our course. And most of them up here are self-explanatory. That before we begin, by the way, this is an elementary Spanish course, so this is for people who have never taken Spanish or know very little Spanish. So if that's your case, this is just for you. We start from the very basics, and we use all four skills: listening, speaking, writing, and reading. Okay. Okay, so when you go to before we begin, you will find 5 things that are very important to keep in mind. Okay, so the very important one before we start next week is that you need to please purchase the book, and you need to have registered in My Spanish Lab, because we're going to start right away with the activities there. We're going to start using the book. Since this is such a short course, we're going to have a very full 6 weeks. Okay, so you have 2 options. Okay, you can purchase the book at the ACU bookstore, and it comes with the online resource. The code that you need to register in My Spanish Lab. You're going to need 2 codes, the one that comes with the book and the one that I'm giving you in the syllabus. Okay, so if you want to just purchase the online resources, which means the ebook, not the actual paper book, but just the ebook, you can click right here where it says please click here, and it will take you directly to a Pearson website where you can purchase the instant access, and it also gives you the code that you need. Now, if you do want the book, the actual book that you can hold with your hands, you can buy it at ACU, or you can buy it through Pearson. Of course, that's going to take a few days. That's why I'm asking you to please do it soon. Now, up until the last time I checked, they didn't have the book that comes already, the option that comes already with the access to My Spanish Lab. So you have to purchase a book following this link right here, and the access to My Spanish Lab separately. So these are the 2 links that you need. I don't know, they may have it, they may have the option now, but up until a couple of days ago they didn't. So this is the link right here for the book, and this is the link to purchase the access. Okay, it's very important that you have registered in My Spanish Lab before next Monday, because we're going to start very quickly on Tuesday with the material, with the content. Okay. Number 2, please print out a copy on paper so you can have it handy at all times. There are a lot of things there that are going to answer your questions, so before you ask questions, make sure that the answer is not there before you ask. Okay, so we save a lot of time that way. Okay, so read it thoroughly and carefully, and if you do have questions after reading that, of course, I'm always welcoming questions. When you purchase a book, of course, you need to register. Do that as soon as possible. The instructions on how to register are in the syllabus. So you're going to need the code that comes with the book and the code for our course that I'm giving you in the syllabus. Okay? Some of you have already done this, número 4 here, the introductions. We are going to try to meet online. It's not going to be required, but for those of you who need or want to meet online through Google Hangouts to practice or to ask questions, that is an option. But we're not meeting in person at any time throughout the 6 weeks. So to contribute to the sense of community and give the course a human touch, I'm asking you to introduce yourself and tell us as much as you would like to tell about yourself, so we can get to know each other and get the feeling that we're actually dealing with other human beings, not with a machine all the time. Okay? And number 5, follow instructions closely throughout the course. And when you have any doubt, please ask. I do not mind questions. I actually love questions. And so if you have any doubt of any kind, please ask me. And I will do my best to answer as soon as possible. When I'm teaching online, I have my email open pretty much all day. So I may not answer immediately, but I will try to answer as quickly as possible. Okay? Okay. Moving on. This is a 6-week course, which means that in 6 weeks we're going to be covering everything that we would in 15. So things are going to happen quickly, and the worst thing you can do is put off work until the last minute, because it's going to accumulate and it's going to become a little hard to keep up with everything. So please do that so that we're ready to go when the course starts on Monday. Okay? So here's the syllabus. It's in PDF format, so you shouldn't have any problem looking at it. Email, of course, if you want to email me. Atmosphere. The preguntas y respuestas is more like it's like a questions and answers. So any questions you have in general about the course that you think others would benefit getting an answer for, just write your question here and help one another with these questions. I will be looking at this regularly, and if I feel like I need to participate and answer something, I will. But make this a space where you can help one another as well, okay? In My Spanish Lab, you have here, you can link directly to My Spanish Lab, where you will be doing a lot of the activities. You put your username and your password. My password is actually not that long, but anyway, from here you can go directly to My Spanish Lab. Your grades are not going to be here in Open Class, simply because Open Class doesn't have a very good grade book right now. So I will keep your grades in My Spanish Lab individually by category, where I will keep your grades with the different weights, and the average is in a program that I really like. And I will send you regular reports by email about your grades, so you can look at what you need to work on a little harder, what areas you're doing great, and things like that. I also always keep an old-fashioned handwritten grade book, because I don't really trust technology that much, and I'm always afraid to lose my students' grades. So I keep your grades in a grade book handwritten. Okay, so rest assured that your grades are kept in safe places. If you need any support or help with technology, here are some links that might be helpful to you. Email me if you have any questions or concerns. I try to answer as soon as I see them. I have my email open pretty much all the time. So within 24 hours at the most, you will get an answer from me. If you want to, if you have a question that is urgent, or you feel like you're dying to get an answer right away, you can try texting me. Of course, if I'm in a situation where I have to have my phone off or on silent, it may take a few more minutes, but feel free to text me if you would like to do that. I will have 2 days when I will have virtual office hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays, in the morning from 10 to 11 a.m. and at night from 9 to 10. And this is Central Time, so if you're in a different part of the world with a different time, in a different time zone, make sure that you make the adjustments, okay? All right, I wanted to get to the content of the course and how this is going to work. We're going to cover 1 chapter a week. And we've been working on developing this course since last fall. So there's been a lot of work put into this. And I have created a daily schedule that you follow. And if you follow this schedule, you're going to do great. It's going to be very easy for you to complete this course and actually learn something. But make sure that you do your daily work, because if you wait until the end of the week, it's going to be very hard, if not impossible, to learn in a couple hours what you should have learned in 5 days. Okay, so follow this schedule as closely as you possibly can. I urge you to do that, because that is the way that I can assure you, I can guarantee you that you're going to do just great. Okay, so this is what the weeks are going to look like. This is week 1, and I take language learning as building a wall, or working on a puzzle where you put all the pieces together, and they're all connected. Okay, they're all dependent on one another, like building a wall. Okay, so by the end of week 1, these are the topics that you should be able to that you should have learned, and that you should be able to know how to deal with. Okay. Okay, so the very first day of week 1, Monday, we're going to take this day to give you an opportunity to familiarize yourself with the syllabus, with the open class course, with my Spanish lab, to introduce yourself and to learn your way around in general. And if you have questions, to ask questions. By Monday, you should already be registered in my Spanish lab. That would be the ideal. That way we can start with the content right away without having to go through technical explanations of the content, or how my Spanish lab works and different things. So take the next few days to please do this. And Monday is going to be also a day to kind of finish getting the feel for how things work. And then we're going to start with the actual content of the material, and pretty much the 6 weeks are going to look pretty much the same. Okay, so I need to change the date here, because this should be Tuesday instead of Monday. But each day, and this is the schedule I was telling you about, if you follow this daily schedule, if you every day you do what you're supposed to do, it's going to be extremely manageable and very easy to do. But if you wait until the end of the week, this is a foreign language. It's not a subject like geography or history that you can wait and pile up readings and information for the end of the week. This is something that needs to be done little step by little step. Okay, so for example, in the first day, these are the topics that we're going to cover that are in your book with page numbers and everything. And by the end of this day, it says I need to have achieved the following. So make sure that you follow this schedule. Please do it. I assure you that it's going to be a lot easier than if you procrastinate. Okay, so you're going to have a video for each week, one video for each week, and that video is going to be divided in 5 days. Okay, so in that video you're only going to watch what is under day 1. Each day is going to be labeled in that video. So for day for day 2 in this case, because it's the first week, you're going to have a section of that video that covers all this. Okay, it's an instructional video. So these are the things that you need to have achieved on this day, which is Tuesday. Okay, greet and say goodbye, introduce someone, and the different things that we're going to cover up until page 10. When you have watched the video and cover these topics, you're going to do the student activities in my Spanish lab. In my Spanish lab, and I'm going to go over there in a little bit, you're going to have a folder for each day. So under a preliminary chapter, you're going to have a folder called Student Activities. And under that folder, you're going to have different folders with day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So all these are going to be under one same folder, and so that there's no doubt what you have to do that day. Okay. Now, I also told you in a past email that you also need to register in VoiceThread, and that is completely free. It's a web-based tool for the oral activities that you're going to have to do, which are going to be very easy, okay? So by the end of this day, you should be able to complete a VoiceThread activity, record yourself, and you're going to have very clear instructions on what to do. The voice thread for this week is going to have, I think, 3 or 4 pictures. So for this day, you're only going to record what needs to be recorded for picture 1. Okay? Discussion forum we're not going to have until the end of the week. And the days are going to go pretty much the same. Day 3, which is Wednesday, again, you're going to watch the video for this section for this day, okay? The video that covers all of this. This is what you need to have achieved, the skills that you need to have acquired. And under day 3 in my Spanish lab, you're going to have these activities that you need to complete this day. And the voice thread is going to cover pictures 2 and 3. So under each picture, I'm going to give you instructions in voice thread, and you're going to have to record, okay, what I'm telling you to record. And the same thing with day 4 and day 5 each week. There's going to be the same thing, okay? At the end of the week on day 5, you will already have the tools that you need, the knowledge that you need to participate in a discussion. Okay, the discussion is going to be here in the bottom of each week. And for example, in the first week, since we are going to go over, how to introduce yourself, greet people, you're going to do the same thing you did before the class started. You introduce yourself. Of course, it's going to be a lot simpler. So you're going to introduce yourself in Spanish, okay? Using Spanish this time, and so you're going to use as much of the vocabulary and expressions you have learned as possible, including me gusta, me gustan, which means I like or I don't like this. Okay, so you don't have to write a lot. It's just introduce yourself in Spanish and use as much of what you have learned as possible. And then you're not only going to write your own post, but you need to respond in Spanish to the post of at least 3 other classmates, okay? I haven't posted an example yet, but I will very soon, so look at the example and more or less follow that example that I'm going to post there, okay? So every week is going to follow the same pattern. So by the end of the first week, you should already have an idea of what the other weeks are going to be like, okay? So days 5 through 7, which is going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of each week. By Sunday of each week, everything that you are assigned is going to be due by Sunday at midnight. Okay, so by Sunday at midnight, you need to have already completed all the activities in my Spanish lab, which I suggest that you do day by day. Please, please do not wait until the last minute. It's going to be extremely overwhelming, I promise you. You're going to have to also have done the recordings in VoiceThread. You're going to have a quiz for each chapter in my Spanish lab, and you're going to participate in the discussions, which is a written discussion that you're going to write your own post, and you're going to respond to the post of other classmates. Okay, so all the weeks are going to look the same. For the final, I'm going to give you the option of doing a final video project or taking a final comprehensive exam, okay? So you can choose whichever one you like. In the past, a lot of students have chosen a video project because it's a lot more fun, and you use in more practical ways what you have learned, but it's your choice. I know that some of you have busy schedules and won't be able to do this. That's why I'm offering you the option. Okay, very good. Actually, I already have the final video project available for you to look at, so you can start thinking about it from day 1. Just make sure that the format of the video is something like MP4 or something that is compatible with both Windows and Mac. I have a Mac, okay, so don't do anything weird or or something that wouldn't be compatible with Mac, okay? The final project is going to be a video of yourself. It's going to be 10 minutes at the most, due on June 22nd. And this due date is very important because from what I see, most of you are going on to 112, to elementary Spanish 2. So if you don't have all your grades turned in, you cannot go on to 112. And there's only just a few days between the end of 111 and 112. So it's very important that you turn this in on time, and even a couple days early if you have it ready. Okay, so I have time to grade them and turn in the grades so you can have your grades ready to go on to 112. The way this is going to work, let me go over the materials first. You can be as creative as you'd like, as long as you appear in the video doing the talking at all times. Okay, use authentic objects, real people, friends, family, places, props, whatever you want to use. It says here, and please pay attention to this, it says creativity will not be part of the grade, and I forgot to change that, and I'm sorry, I will try to remember to change it, but creativity will be part of the grade. I want you to connect creativity with your knowledge, okay? The more that you connect knowledge with something that is visible and meaningful to you and fun, the more that you're going to remember that. So creativity is important and will be part of the grade. And here are the grading rubrics, and you can see that creativity is worth 15 points. Okay? All right, the way this is going to work, I have divided all the topics that you're going to learn in this term in categories. Category 1, Category 2, 3, and 4. Each category is a different color and has 2 or 3 topics. You're going to choose one. It says here, it's explained here. You're going to choose one topic from each of the categories. So one from category 1, one of these 3, one from category 2, one from category 3, and one from category 4. And you're going to make one video with all those 4. Okay? For example, if you chose this topic A in category 1, and you need to talk about your family. Okay, if you're living with your family at the time, well, even better, because you have them right there, and you can say, well, this is my dad, este es mi papá se llama Juan, okay, this my dad's name is Juan, he's an architect, and you can use your own family as props, okay, as something that would be part of your creativity, okay, or you can use a friend. In another topic, so if a friend speaks Spanish, you can have interaction with your friend. So be creative and just have fun, have a good time making this video. And the reason why I have it open already for you to look at is that, you know, as we go, as we cover the different chapters, you can already be thinking about what you're going to do in the video. If we finish the chapter about a family, you can already start thinking about what you're going to do if you chose that topic, and you can even get it started. Okay, so by the end of the term, all you have to do is work on the final details and edit or whatever you need to do, and you will have it ready. Okay, so that's why I want you to know from the very beginning what the final project will be. Okay, and in the syllabus you have the percentages of you know how much each category weights. Okay, so I believe, I can't remember, but I think the final video project is 20 or 25%, so it's important. Okay, so make a really good final project, be very creative, take it seriously. Okay, have fun with it, but take it seriously. I don't want anything sloppy, or I can tell when it's been done in 5 minutes without much thought. Think about it and plan it and take it seriously, but at the same time have fun, have a good time with it. Okay. So that's the final project. So this is mainly so that you have an idea of what our course looks like and what I expect you to do with the content. The most important thing is that you try to log in every day and complete the activities for that day, so that by the end of the week you are ready to take the quiz and to finish up all the other activities. So I'm going to make another video about My Spanish Lab and our specific course. Okay, so we'll see you in the next video. Ciao, adios.